less than P data end equals 517, data start equals 78 greater than. In the lead up to UFC 316, emotions are running high, not just because of the action-packed card, but due to some highly charged comments made by Joe Pyfer that haven't sat well with fans or fighters alike. Most notably, Kelvin Gastelum, a proud Mexican-American fighter, has publicly addressed his frustration with Pyfer's recent disrespectful remarks aimed at Mexico following the cancellation of their originally scheduled bout in March. Less than EP data end equals 995 data start equals 519 greater than. Let me break this down like I'm telling it to you face to face. Joe Pyfer was originally set to fight Gastelum at UFC on ESPN 64, which was to take place in Mexico City. But after Pyfer pulled out due to illness, his post-fight reaction took an ugly turn. Instead of just expressing disappointment about the situation, he went further and insulted the entire country, calling Mexico a *T-hole, and saying he'd never return. And yeah, those words carried some serious weight. Less than pay data end equals 1444, data start equals 997, greater than. Gastelum didn't take kindly to the attack. At UFC 316's media day, he made it clear that Pyfer's comments left a sour taste in his mouth. He wasn't just reacting as a fighter, but as someone who takes deep pride in his roots. In his words, it wasn't just rude, it was wrong. Talking down on another person's country, especially in such a sweeping, offensive way, crosses a line. It's not just poor sportsmanship, it's disrespectful on a human level. Less than pleat data end equals 1813. Data start equals 1446 greater than. The fight is now back on, rebooked for UFC 316 in Newark, New Jersey. But for Gastelum, the change of location also meant a serious setback. He and his team had invested heavily, time, energy, and money, into preparing at elevation in Mexico City. The plan was to use the altitude to his advantage. Losing that strategic edge, on top of everything else, clearly stung. Less than 8 data end equals 2367 data start equals 1815 greater than. Even with that disappointment, Gastelum isn't letting it derail him. Coming off a strong win over Daniel Rodriguez, he's looking to keep the momentum going. And what better way than to shut down Pyfer inside the octagon? There's also the added spotlight of his Hall of Fame induction this summer, celebrating his legendary battle with Israel Adesanya at UFC 236. Still, Gastelum made one thing clear. While the Hall of Fame is an honor, he's not done yet. His ultimate dream remains to be remembered, not just as a great fighter, but as a world champion. Less than pay data end equals 251, data, is last node equals data, is only node equals data start equals 2369 greater than. So yeah, this fight at UFC 316, it's more than just about it's personal. For Gastelum, it's a matter of pride, purpose, and proving a point. Stay subscribed for more videos.